So for software programming, there's two different modes of operation that you can choose. If you want it connected to a host, so into a PC, you have it connected through Ethernet. And on that host, you can have multiple different operating systems: QNX, VxWorks, Linux, Windows, InTime. And within those operating systems, you have many different programming languages. So Java, Python, C, C++, LabVIEW, .NET, MATLAB. Whatever you choose to program in can then be communicated through UDP into our systems.
So we are going to download the real-time simulation model into the boards, or how does it work?
Is the simulation model done in Simulink?
I don't know. Just explain like what will do.
There's different options for that. If you're using Simulink, we actually can take the models from Simulink, compile them down into C code, and embed them onto the system, so it's actually an embedded system and you're not tied to a host. You also have the option to program in generic C or C++ and run it down here.
Bitte beachten Sie folgenden Sicherheitshinweis. Lassen Sie Ihre Taschen und Gepäckstücke nicht unbeaufsichtigt. Melden Sie verdächtige Gegenstände dem Sicherheitsdienst oder dem nächsten Informationscounter. Please note the following security advice. Do not leave your bags or luggage unattended. Report suspicious objects to the security guards or to the information counter nearby.
Sure.
Okay, so when you want the embedded solution, so you can compile your software down onto the system and have it work within the SIL, you can have VxWorks, which is a hardened real-time system, or
we have to buy license for VxWorks?
Correct. You buy that from Winward Group.
Yeah.
We also support real-time Linux, which is
free.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can use that operating system actually down running on the processor.
Okay.
From there,
So each card is a FPGA?
correct. So the data logging is done on the FPGA.
Okay.
So you can actually even timestamp the data on each card and then be able to line the data up later if you wish.
Okay, so each card maybe the maximum is 2,000 euros. We may want 10 cards, so 20,000 euros total. And what is the software pricing?
Software is free.
Okay.
So we don't charge you for any of the software. You can actually go online, download our API now from our website to look at we even give you C examples on how to program these cards that you'll end up, if you decide to purchase. We actually give you the software for free.
So only missing thing I can say is short to ground and short to VBAT, each pin.
That's something that I can get back to you on. I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to give you the wrong answer.
Sure.
So I'm not entirely sure. I want to say yes, because we do have the short detection and the ground fault detection, but I want to...
And the power supply is integrated. I can draw power from this, or should I buy a programmable power supply separately?
So we accept 9 to 36 volts input power, DC.
Okay.
We also have power supply options.
Okay.
So we can supply up to 45 volts as an output card.
Oh, okay. So that card will be another maybe 1,000?
Yeah. I think maybe 800. I have to look.
So software is totally free. We don't need to rely on MATLAB.
So if you decide to program in MATLAB,
no, we don't want to do that.
Then no. Then you don't have to pay for software.
Okay, so we can program on Python or C or whatever we want.
And it's free. Yes.
Okay.
We suggest you, for the embedded solutions, we suggest you use the Eclipse IDE.
Yeah, that's the same we are using for Texas Instruments.
Yep.
TMS 570 and STM32 also we are using Eclipse based IDEs.
So that's the IDE we suggest you use.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's others on the market, but many of our customers use the Eclipse